G'day everyone, JoeRilla again, and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. First things first, yeah, I changed it. Yeah, the train tracks just, I don't know, even this doesn't look that great, but I'm getting there. Anyway, for the first time ever, I have actually planned out the episode, and hopefully, I'll get it all recorded in one sitting. That'd be a nice first. Anyway, the first thing you probably notice is different is there's a lot less land than what there used to be. A lot less trees and stuff. That sun's going down already. But just quickly, this is our patch of turf for the day. We're going to build. Excuse me. We're going to build a home for this pack of noisemakers. Because obviously they can't just stay in a hole forever. So we're going to build what we call in Australia the shearing shed. Now that is, of course, it's literally where the sheep get shorn. But for the purposes of Minecraft, I'm going to be adapting it. So it will house the cows, maybe some pigs and some chooks when I get them as well. And sort of going to be the farm for them, so to speak. It's going to be more an aesthetic thing than a function thing, but it will still function. And I've got something else I want to do with it as well, but I'll save that as a... Oh my god. I'm starting at the other end, further away from them. Okay, so also for the first time, I actually properly planned it in creative mode. So this building is going to be, what did I say it was? It was going to be, it starts out as 7 wide, so roughly here's the middle of this patch. So what's down here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then out that way. And then that means obviously, no, that's definitely not what I did. It must have been 9. God, I only did it last night. I've forgotten it already, and I do remember it was 15 long. So I'll just map this out very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That doesn't seem long enough. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I want to make it there. And then obviously, same width. Should be here and there. Maybe that matches up. But anyway, after doing a little bit of Googling, something I've found is that the average shearing shed in this country is a hideous building. Seems to be a running theme of this series thus far, is that everything gets based on things that are horrible to look at, which, well, really probably wasn't a smart idea on my part, but what do you do? I suppose that's half the fun. I'm not talking while like this. I'm going to hang on, actually. Where are we at? Sound. Friendly creatures. Down you go. And quiet. Thank you very much. Right, so after googling shearing sheds, the one I've decided to, or style that I've sort of decided to go for is the ones that are dilapidated and like 150 years old. They're mostly made out of what I believe to be gum tree wood. I could be wrong with that, but basically it's very similar native Australian tree to this acacia. So you got like your sort of grey, it's usually a bit paler than this, but grey colour bark on the outside, and then again a bit paler than this, sort of a reddy orange on the inside. But So that's what we're sort of going to go for with the the construction of it. These things are usually found in the bush, or in sort of the regional and rural areas of Australia where there's no desert. That's the difference between the outback and the bush. If you're wondering, the outback is the desert, the bush is the country that doesn't have any of the red sand. Oh wow, very well done. But anyway, yeah, the structure that I had mapped out was 6 high, so I'm going to build the frame, and then I shall be right back with you. Alright, so here's our frame for the shearing shed. Now, I'm going to do something that's a little bit weird, and I'm actually going to build the roof next. The reason being is some of the details actually depend on the roof being there. So, as I said, it's a little bit strange, but it is, as I said, sort of necessary in this case. So, oh, you spoon. Let's try that again, eh? I'll discover the shift button eventually. So I think what I had in mind was just an average roof, nothing too spectacular. Just something like that, maybe not with, oops, that was creative. Something like that, and then the usual stepping up, pitched roof. I won't do all of this on the camera, but it's gonna, oh yeah, that's right, I had to do something really weird to make this work, didn't I? Something like this. And then you cut this out. It's a little bit irritating, but that's how you have to do it. And you just go up until the middle, which I think is here. So I'm going to get just this one row done, and when I say just this one row, I may as well just do the whole bloody roof, wouldn't I? I'll cut it here, and I'll see you in a minute. In hindsight, building it like this would have been so much easier. Look at that, we're nearly done already. Oh dear. See what happens when you overcomplicate things? Well, anyway, this is the shape I'm going for. Did I have one? Yes, I did. Good. Sorry, thought I heard something in my house. Anyway, so that's the shape I'm going for, and that's just obviously going to be repeated the whole length in that sort of fashion. So I'm going to do that and get back to you then. Oink oink. Hello. Alright, so this is sort of what we're looking at now. Obviously I haven't done all the details yet, but I'm getting there. Look, this is something that I've taken a heavy amount of artistic license with. It's not meant to be exactly right. You could say, probably instead of saying that I've based it off a certain thing, I should say that it was inspired by the bush shearing sheds of yesteryear. But anyway, on that note, we're going to start putting in some details. So none of them have glass in real life, by the way. As I said, this is a mix and match now. But I did it with grey glass in the creative world, but I quite like the black. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, I'm going to do some lighting in here. I'm going to leave that as is for now because I need to get back up there and do something at the top, but we're going to pop this glass in. Now where I struggled, I remember what was up there, so that's fine. Where I struggled in my creative world was here, the sides. I put cyan clay down the sides, and I might do it again, but it was really, I don't know, kind of gross looking. So I'm just gonna get the few things on my hotbar that I need for it, and you can already see now it's looking a bit weird, but I filled in the well, good start. Filled in the whole thing with these, and you can see already it doesn't quite look right, but what I did was fill in the whole panel and then knock random holes out and then fill those in with, well, one of the three other things you saw on the hotbar there. So I'm going to do it again, so this time I'm using slightly different stuff, and just sort of see what it looks like. This bit, it's sort of trial and error. It's semi-planned. When I said I planned this episode out, I meant it was roughly planned. Oh, so much easier to do things randomly and creative, because you can just click, 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 done. But I'm just... See, that doesn't look very random, does it? It looks very, like, blocky and sort of predetermined. See, that looks a bit better. I'll just collect all that. Hang on a sec, did I just... No, for a second I thought I sort of did draw a J there. I'm actually kind of, no, not really that close to writing my name, but anyway, just because there was a J in it. Now this is, as I said, this is a bit odd, but yeah, just various sort of things in there, here, there. I'm a bit dubious about doing this one, but we'll see how she looks anyway. Yeah, that still looks okay. As I said, most of these buildings in real life are dilapidated as, so it doesn't really matter too much. See, that's not so bad, really. As I keep saying, like, it's based off something that is awful to look at, so trying to make something like that look good is a little bit of a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, let's deliberately build something ugly. Yeah, there you go. That's a smart idea. Anyway, look, as I said, I'm not too unhappy with how it looks. I actually quite like having more of this brown in here, so I might fill in the rest like that. Yeah, I don't hate it, but as I say, yeah, look, I'll leave that like that. I reckon that's good enough. And we're going to do much the same thing on the other side. Now, one thing I will need to fix, and I'm not going to do it now because I can't be bothered, but putting some light grey carpet up on top, because those... I should go up here and show what I'm talking about. Because obviously we're based up higher, you can see it. Now obviously this little bit there doesn't bother me too much, but that does stick out like a sore thumb just a little bit. So, as I said, I will cover it, but not yet because I really can't be buggered. The sun is setting, so I'm just going to go sleep that away, and I'll come back and do the other side on camera. So it's just occurred to me something that I did forget to mention at the start of the episode, is I am not using the latest snapshot of this game. I'm still using the official release. I know it's popular among the Let's Players to, you know, try out the snapshots and, you know, get all the latest thing out to their viewers, but in my case, I tried to do that, and the very first thing that happened was it crashed. So, back to the drawing board there, Mojang. Anyway, it's probably just my computer, in all honesty. As I say, it's good enough, but it's not that great. But it's always fun to poke fun. Something I do enjoy doing. Anyway, so there's no real pattern here. I'm just sort of bashing it out. Even though I sort of have accidentally made a little bit of a pattern there, but it's not so bad. Get rid of that. Yeah, no, that's looking all right. One more down here. Yeah, cool. So we'll go fence, 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 glass pane, oops, glass pane. Excuse me. Yeah, not so bad so far. One there. Get a cobble wall there. Cobble wall, cobble wall. Cobble wall. Need more fence, I think. Yeah, I like how there's more when there's more brown. Makes it look a bit nicer. I am actually going to knock out this glass pane and put it there. What do we reckon? Yeah, that's not so bad. Okay. Up here now. And, oh, whoops, hang on, where's me dirt? There we go. I'm going to need that. Maybe not that, I can't remember. Alright, now we're going to scaffold our way out here. Like so. Now, I reckon fence post. What did I have here? I cannot remember for the life of me, but I don't really think it matters because I'm going to just do what I want anyway. This is freestyle. Like, just because I plan something out creative doesn't mean I do the exact same thing. It was mostly just to get the size and scale. Also, the other thing that I want to do today with regards to this, I'll wait until I get to it to tell you. That actually isn't too bad. I don't hate that. Anyway, we'll get in clay blocks there. That, yep, no. Yep, that's good. Don't know whether it's just good or good enough, but I'm running with it. Alright, so we're just going to rinse and repeat on this side. I won't do this on camera. I'll do that. Oh, wow. Please excuse that. I'll do it off camera, obviously. If it's not going to be on camera, it's off camera. And once I've done it, I'll come back to you and we'll do some of the inside of it. You gotta be joking me. Okay, so outside detailing done. I'm going to get these down. I've left something up in the house again. Typical. Have I? Oh no, it's here. And just going to do some hanging lighting. So very simply, there and there. Doesn't need to be anything too serious, just enough to light the area in a nice way. There we go. Very simply, and the oldest trick in the book. Wrap them up in trapdoors. So we'll do this and then we'll get onto the animal pens. There's going to be 4 of them. Not all of them necessarily for one different sort of animal, but I'm going to separate at very least the ones I have now. So there'll be sheep and there'll be cows. I will do that off camera though, and I'll probably do it after I've finished all this because that's just going to be a pain in the ass. So that's the plan anyway. Excuse me. So yes, there's the lights. Now, as far as the floor is concerned, literally, this is all I want to do because obviously, for crying out loud. So much for an episode plan. Give me a minute. I had a stone one line around, so that will do. So as I was trying to say before, until my shovel broke, was because this is going to be housing sheep and I want them to regrow their wool, I want to keep the grass. So that way obviously they replenish their wool, quite simply. So this is going to be good enough, and obviously it looks really nice. And and sort of a harking back to the real life shearing shed, which this is now looking very little like. Sort of if you took an old one and renovated it maybe. Sort of harking back to it, they either have concrete floors or the really old ones just have dirt. They have no floor at all. It's just what the landscape was, just dirt. Or the really sort of thick and stiff orangey grass you get in the summer of Australia. Anyway, though, I have neglected to make some fence gates. Typical, but we'll at very least just map out the fence pens. So I'm not going to have enough either, typically. So dirt, leave a gap, dirt, somewhere in the middle here, which I think was about here. I want to put a divider, and then dirt. I think I should put the gates further towards the middle than what I have done on this end, but that's not too hard to fix. How many got? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Take it out. Alright, cool. I'm going to make some more fences and some gates and do the other side. Okay, so aesthetically, this is just about done. I may chuck in a hay bale here or there. Try that again. I may chuck in a hay bale here and there just to make it look a bit more like a place where animals are stored. I don't want to call it a barn because, like, you say barn and you think of the old sort of American, Canadian red wooden barns, which are beautiful buildings, but they're always in sort of more temperate, sort of green, lush environments, which, well, obviously the jungle right there, but being next to a mesa, this sort of ties in better with what I'm going for, and plus obviously look at since I cleared this space out, and we'll be clearing a little bit more out. This sort of more matches what I'm going for as the overall theme. You'll get what I'm talking about as time goes on, but we're done with aesthetics for now. Now we're going to do something a bit different. I've just put this in, and now I'm going to remove it because we are going to make a secret sort of area. When I say secret, I mean it's hidden. So I need to dig out a bit of a working area, and then I'll be back to explain what we're doing. Alright, so now that I've dug a hole, I'm going to wire up most of this. So what's going to be here is, whoops, there's the chair again, is that is going to retract away and go to the side. And it's going to go a little bit deeper than this, but we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so we're going to start with an input here. There will be one on the other side of this block too. That's obviously just to power it from here for now, so I can, just make sure everything's doing what it's supposed to. One sticky piston, and then a redstone block. Then how do I do this again? I remember. So this sticky piston one. Oops. Try it again. This sticky piston will go there, and I'll need another one, but that's alright. So and there's a reason why I'm coming out like this. Actually, I need to go one further. There's a reason for it. You'll see in a sec. We're going to put in what's called a monostable circuit, or T flip-flop, whatever you want to call it. So one there. Yes, one there, one there. The first one isn't necessary, it's just to change the direction. So that one there. Let's use this ugly piece of crap for this. And so what this in effect does, if I just... And so that should, if I've done this correctly, that should spit that block out. Exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, now, at the same time, where's me dust? Just here. At the same time, we want this to wrap around here. And where did I need it? I needed it... This is the noises I make when I think. I'm sorry. And... Yes, I remember now. Nope, not that. I need a little bit more space, actually. So, that'll go there. One there. One there. I'm going to need to go to sleep in a sec. Actually, let me go do that now, and I'll get back to the wiring. Yeah, it seems to be a common theme now that every time I'm in the middle of something, I have to go and sleep. Because, no one wants to fight mobs while they're trying to do redstone. That's just ridiculous. Anyway, I put all this in to fill in that body of water. Now I'm digging it all out again. And there goes my shovel. Hopefully I won't need it. I'm not going back up to the base again. Not for that anyway. Okay, so I did digress. So repeater on that. Take a bit longer to do that. Let's do that. Now I just need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to be more than 15, so we'll just pop one of these bad boys there. And the desired effect is for that block to be retracted down, then the block and sticky piston to be retracted across. So just like that. That's exactly what I want. And then something is okay, so something's not quite right there. It's not liking the fact that that's delayed. Is that going to work? Yeah, that's good for spitting it out, but what about... Perfect. Just a little bit of delay. Excellent. Right, so that's part 1. Part 2 is, well, apart from covering this up, obviously, is we're going to dig down how many blocks? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to dig down a few more blocks. Oh, coal, hello. Because we're going to make under here a room for our farms. You know, wheat, sugarcane, all that sort of stuff. Oh. Let me just put a sandstone just in case. Anyway, so we're going to dig. I reckon down here is probably... Actually, I might go one deeper. Just to be on the safe side. Now, we'll need to clear out some more room. I will be back once I've done that. So, I'm the sort of clown that puts sand in his redstone builds. Sand and gravel. Gravity affected. Very good. Okay, so this block here is the magic block. And the reason I say that is because, well, that's the one we want to do something with. Because we are making an elevator of sorts. Slime block launcher more in particular, because stairs are for scrubs. Yes, I said it. Anyway, I'm going to dig out around those. Now, obviously, you will need some movable blocks, and I don't have enough, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3. I don't think you need it on the diagonal. Should be okay. Oops. Should be okay. I will leave it like that because, you know, it sort of looks the part anyway. I need to put some light in here just so I can see what I'm doing. Now, something else that needs to be wired up from down here is an input for that little block retraction system up top. Because, well, obviously there's not much point launching yourself into a log. So, hang on, that needs to go there. I'll do this up nicer later, but we just need to get the function down just for now. So I don't really need to do a hell of a lot because this button will just probably go here. So, whoops. Well, no, it won't because that's not going to work. God, I should have seen that coming. I'll make it work, it'll be fine. Excuse me. I'll just dig out around here, around the side. It's a sticky piston, it's not difficult. Oh look, some redstone. Anyway, I'll wire this up and then I'll show you when I'm done. So I just tested this thing and it doesn't launch me high enough, so it needs to come up one block. Thankfully, there's not that much to it. But yeah, it is a little bit frustrating. But we'll do that and continue on from there. Okay, so the slime block elevator, I'll just show you, is functional. Launches back out of the hole, and then I forgot to put the button there. Whoops. Let's just do that very quickly, and then it closes the hole up. So there's one last thing I need to do down here, and then we can pretty much call it an episode. Is wire an input to that piston from down here. So it shouldn't be too difficult. The only obstacle we're really going to have is this crap. So thank God for torches. So we'll just do that. I'll probably just even do it on camera just because it is probably not going to take that long. So we need to get up to... I know pick's not the right tool, but I don't have a shovel and I can't bother going to go make one. So we'll just... Yep, so we need to get just up here. There. Okay. So I need to leave that dirt where it was. That dirt's where the animals are. This might be a tiny bit trickier. Shouldn't be though. That piece should not be. Yep, so that should be okay, I think. So let's just clear the crap we don't need, which at this point is all of it. So it's pretty much just going to work backwards. So we'll just clear this space out. Now obviously you can make your contraptions more compact than this, but oh, why did I do that? If I make a mistake, I'm not going to be too happy because I don't have a pick now. Anyway, doesn't matter. This will work. So he says. Okay, this is okay. That's got to go there. I really am cutting this fine, aren't I? Let me just figure this out off camera. So it turns out the solution was a lot more basic than what I thought. So all we're going to need to do is, I think this should work. Repeater. Where's everything gone? So that dust, dust. Where's my wall going to be? Gonna hurry this up. So wall will be here, I think. Excellent. That's closed. Open it up, and then out we go. Fantastic. Oh, I'm very happy about that. Awesome. Alright, I want to cover this gigantic hole up. I'm going to leave this room as is just for the rest of this episode, just simply because I don't have time to do it. I'll save it for another episode. And I'll just fill all this garbage in. Whoops. Perfect, I suppose. But yeah, I'll fill this in and then I'll be back. When the grass grows back, you'll never know it was there. Perfectly hidden. Loving it. Alright, so let's do a full test. Cool, so we'll drop down. Oh, back here. I might just light this up once more. Yeah, I made a pickaxe. Alright, now close the door. Okay, so we'll need some more light. So boom and boom. Very good, so door's closed. Open the door. Stand on here, button, and out we go. under there I'm just going to fill it up with farms, wheat, sugarcane, plants farms basically, nether wart. As many of them as I can fit. They won't be overly big, but they'll be just sort of enough to keep them out of sight, out of mind. 'Cause let's face it, unless they're decorative farms, they're pretty ugly. You know, because obviously I plan on making them all automated. But that one is going to be another episode, because that's all I have time for. And I'm very proud of myself. I've recorded one episode in one sitting. So, hooray, yay. First time for everything. Anyways, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next time. See you later.